Hey, um, obviously I messaged you about your stuff earlier. That's not what I'm what I'm making this for. I just kind of wanted to make sure that I just kind of wanted to intervene on the trajectory of like where this is headed as best as possible. Um, so obviously, all of a sudden there was just like a switch up last week. Um, I've talked about how a little bit in some of the messages, like how I wasn't interested in just trying to like force you to spend time with me or get into a relationship or anything like that. So that's already been hashed out, kind of explained. And then in the one I sent the other day, I was talking about, kind of how hard it is to want to like keep the space for you in my life that we talked about for both in both our lives, like we talked about on our anniversary. I just ate some salsa. I'll show you in a little bit. Kind of sweaty from it. It's really good. I think you might like it. Um, anyway, so about like trying to explain some things. It's like whether or not the plan happened, our plans to hang out happened. That's bygones. The whole disappearing thing is a total bummer, and I'm just taking one chance to sit there and try to like intervene on that. Since you left, I'm not looking through. I mean, I processed all this stuff before you left and everything, and I've mentioned that like isn't my biggest concern, and it's not because like I'm like the loser in this or something, or like I was the problem or something. We both lost, and we were both our problems. The alcohol specifically, and chipping away at each other, like we mentioned. So, I haven't been trying to be up your butt. I've been pretty good at giving you space. I mean, I'm able to go days without talking to you. I'm not clamoring or begging or anything like that. I've been trying to, make every single move that I make with intent, and like trying to meet you where you're at, and trying to everything between give you space and respect my needs. And it's just like there's a lot of stuff going on all at once. um, but when I mentioned processing the past and everything, like I've just been this whole thing ever since we've been talking, since you left, and me just trying to just love you, keep things civil. Like I mentioned in the message the other day, choosing things that help, not hurt. It's like all this is just in the context of what our future looks like. And right now, it's not looking very good because for some reason you're just kind of like MIA on me. And it would kind of be pointless to reiterate the fact that, like, like I said, like I haven't been, begging or going off the hinges because I don't need like what we had anymore. Just like you don't. Like we had to get away from that, the alcohol and the sort of toxicity it was creating and things like that. But I've maintained ever since the breakup and the kinds of conversations that we've had that we have a wonderful relationship outside of our romantic one. And you know again, that's all like the past and such. And it's like when we talked and stuff, I was really really vested in like making some kind of different, like something different, and again, sort of repeating myself, but not with the goal of just being in a relationship again or anything like that, but kind of like preserving, like the relationship between us and the kind of like really rare connection that we have. So it's like I just it's kind of difficult, and I don't have a script or anything, so just bear with me if you can. But all I've had in mind is just sharing time together at some point or another. And like last Saturday when you messaged me in the morning, we were talking like later on in that day. I was just gonna ask if you could like dye my hair for me, for instance, like bleach my hair, since you're really good at hair. I have an appointment actually next Friday at the Kalon Hair Lab. Just gonna do something funky with my hair. But with doing stuff differently and stuff, I just like wanted to just kind of just like be more closer to friends than anything else. Obviously, I'd be a liar if I didn't say that like I'm, still romantically interested in you and things like that. And I was working out different ways in my head that like down the road, if we were to, spend time together, in between being ourselves and living our own lives and everything like that, like we need the space that we need from all the stuff that the past is and has affected and things like that. Like, I wouldn't mind, loving you in the way that I love you. I know your love is fantastic. Absolutely. This is really freaking awkward, but I'm trying my best to turn this boat around, so please do bear with me. But yeah, I've done my best to sort of strip everything down to just like bare bones and to make it like comfortable to where I'm not pushing you away and things like that. And I bounce back and forth so much, and there's the hair thing and everything. But anyway, back on course somehow. Yeah. What I'm trying to say with those things is like in my head, it's just like having fun moments. Like I considered getting us a stick and poke kit from like eBay or something or somewhere online, probably a little bit maybe more official than eBay, and we could just sit and like stick and poke on ourselves while we're hanging out, and that just seemed really fun to me. And so like, it's bygones or bygones here for me. And again, it's not because like I need to chase you or I feel like kind of like sorry for myself or something, that like I lost you, because we lost each other. We both fucking, that alcohol, dude. Like, but yeah, it's like hopefully you understand this stuff. I mean, I figured I was giving nothing but green flags, and you had acknowledged that you felt like my care was genuine since the breakup and such, and like the patience and like just really trying to hunker it down. And then here we are now where we're just not talking, and like I don't want an explanation, I don't need one. I'm just trying to not be misunderstood. I'm, you mentioned that you like checking in on me and stuff like that, and that you're spoken for and things, and I just would like you to speak to me. And as far as the like to check up on me and stuff, it's like I have so much I've been wanting to share with you. I've got a million memes that are liked that I'm so bummed that I tell myself, what's the point of sending to her? I have some products that I wanted to share with you that I'm excited about that I got, like the the salsa that's still got me sweaty apparently. It's this really good dill salsa. It's like a spicy dill salsa, pretty good. But it's like, that's just really where I want us to be at right now, is just like on the same page, just like whatever will be kind of thing. And that's, I've never been trying to force anything. I've never been begging for anything, and I don't even know what anything looks like. Not because of you or anything like that. I mean, literally, like, I've never had a set idea of what we would look like if we, reconnect and go to the fair or do stick and poke tattoos. I've just kind of wanted to take everything like whatever it is at a time. This is getting near 10 minutes, and I feel like I haven't even said what I wanted to say. It's just very difficult. But yeah, so when I say like with the idea, or when I say something like, I'm having trouble keeping space for you in my life and stuff, it's just because I'm trying to preserve some of the emotional availability. So that's just kind of hard with the way this is shaking out. I mean, I'll always be available. I'll always be like your friend and stuff, but so that's just where that's at. When I say something like, I'm having a hard time being available, it's like I don't want to come across like I'm trying to be petty or remove myself from you because you're going through whatever you're going through and I'm trying to understand. I don't want you to see me as like a danger or a threat to your nervous system or something that threatens your peace or like anything like that, because this is me right here, like the not drunk Ryan that you might have these images in your head of and stuff that, but this is me. Like, I'm just like 2 weeks into sobriety now, and that's cool. We obviously know it can go a little longer than that, and that's a test, so it's not the biggest victory yet, but I've maintained that. And yeah, I've just wanted when you mentioned you like checking up on me and stuff, it's like I'm just talking to a phone here now, and ever since you've just kind of gone AWOL on me, I have a whole bunch of stuff to talk to you about or to tell you, to update you on. I'm working at Potbelly now, which is crazy. I joked to the GM when she interviewed me that she mentioned the promotion of buy one get one. I asked, "Was that through DoorDash or just through you guys?" And she goes, "Through DoorDash." And I apologized for how many times I hit it up. It was a good deal. So yeah, I'm working at Potbelly. I had an interview at Vans, but it was like 9 hours for like $14. But anyway, Potbelly's it's 16.50 with tips, so that's kind of cool. And it's like 35 hours, so that's pretty rad. Um, I'm eating. I've been eating better for like 4 days now. So that's good. Yeah, that's a lot better. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, and I already told you I have the hair appointment at Kalon or whatever. I was gonna have you dye my hair, but yeah, I just figured I'd get it done professionally. Plus, you just kind of dipped on me, but wasn't really just trying to save money. I just thought it'd be a fun like bonding exercise or something between us. Oh yeah, and the court thing. I was investigating that route some more, kind of looking at what the fall might look like, and awesomely enough, that resisting arrest charge. Part of the reason that I evaded these charges for so long, or the case or the court thing for so long, is because one of the charges was like the resisting arrest charge, which I was not resisting arrest. Been over that story. When I was booked into the jail, they told me that would be a felony. It turns out, luckily enough, when I just looked into it myself, which I don't know why I never did before, it's only a misdemeanor. So I was avoiding like doing all that, and it affected my license and all that other kind of crap. But I was avoiding doing that because if I did go to court and they, without a lawyer, and the like, and they convicted me of that felony, that I wouldn't be able to get jobs. So awesomely enough, it's not a felony, and I'm able to do that over Zoom without having to go back. So I've been emailing them incessantly, and they have not responded yet. But I'm going to call the prosecutor's office sometime soon and get that squared away. So I'm so eager. Just charge me with the crap. They'll probably condense some of them, and I'll just get probation or something, which is like, as long as I don't get in trouble, I'm fine. And Lord knows I'm not a hellion anymore trying to get picked up by the cops. So that's been pretty cool. So that's some of the news, you know. Um, but yeah, you know, I've been eating, I've been doing better. I've been taking all my vitamins. Crazy enough, I have not been anxious since a lot of the walking, kind of just pushing through things and sort of rising above the sort of emotional turmoil of some of this stuff. It's kind of just made me break a little bit of some of the health fear and stuff like that, and about my heart and stuff. So that's been kind of crazy. I've been able to skate really well because of that. I'm not too worried about my ticker and stuff, but yeah, I'm taking my vitamins, and the vitamin D isn't messing me up. Taking the mag, the thiamine, and the copper. So that's been pretty cool. Um, yeah, other than that, I've just been keeping up with whatever. Got some fun products. Like I said, I thought the salsa was kind of neat. Thought you might be interested in that. It's kind of cool. Just a lot of stuff I want to share. Anyway, this is getting kind of long-winded, but I just hate the idea that we're just not talking. It's just because this is what it is, you know? It's like, this is what I am. I'm, you know, not some raving, jittering lunatic, and I don't think there's anything that we can't work past just to see whatever we are, you know, and just to stay in each other's lives. I'm still choosing to like make that space for you. The romantic aspect is kind of hard to hold on to, but it's not like I'm going anywhere on you. I'm still like spoken for and stuff, but I just am trying to turn this boat around here. You know, I don't care that you did that the plans didn't work out or whatever. I mean, obviously it bummed me out and stuff, sure, but it is what it is, man. It just is what it is. Like, I just want you to not see me as like a threat. I don't want you to be overwhelmed by me. I don't want you to like avoid me, you know, to like be avoidant. So, you know, and I'm just sending this message partially because it just kind of hurts me to say things like, you know, to just press for you getting your stuff out of here. Like, obviously, I do want it gone because it's just kind of hard to have around right now. But I don't want. Also, I don't. It's just, you know, it's all over the place. But I just didn't want things to be misunderstood. You know, about. You know, I'm really not trying to just like kick you out of my life or anything like that. I'm really doing my best to like move forward and to stay healthy and just keep my life going and make that space for you, you know? But it's like, I really don't know where your head's at right now. I don't know where anything's at, but this is me just reaching out saying like, hey, you know, this is me. I'm over serious conversations. There's really nothing left to talk about. The only thing left is to just like try to move forward. And I want to do that. Like, you know, you move forward in your life over there. Obviously we don't spend a lot of time talking, even if we were to talk again, and I'm fine with that, because we both have our own lives and we're not in a relationship anymore. And I've clearly proven that I can work with you on that. So once again, I'm here just trying to say, let's do something different. I just don't want to give up on that. I mean, no answer is an answer, and if you want to continue to be like no contact and stuff, then like, I mean, I'll get the hint and stuff. I'm really not trying to be up your ass, and I'm not forcing or begging for anything. I just I love you very much. And you know, that extends in different ways. You know, that's the whole thing. That's not just that I need us to be in a relationship or we have to be romantic partners. I love you, Jess. I don't hate you. I'm not mad at you for how things have shaken out. I'm just, I've just been, ever since this happened, like, there's a phrase, some kind of saying that's like, you really see what you mean to someone when you break up. And I just hope that whatever kind of back and forth you're going through and whatever you're thinking about and things like that, that you consider that, like, I've shown, real choosing, real choice to like, to show all that, to show what you mean to me, to show like what, you know, whether we're up here, as lovers in a relationship, or we're down here as friends, or whatever in between. So I just I just really wish you would like get back in contact with me, because I just want to send you memes, and I want you to care about my life, and I want to hear about your life, and I want to be there for you, and I just don't want things to go the way that they're headed. I just don't think that's the vibe. Yeah. So, I mean, this is already like 21 minutes, and I'm sure there's some other things I wanted to mention, but I'm really bad at doing things like off the cuff, and this is strangely awkward recording myself. I'm not a freaking politician. But yeah, I'd like to show you what my hair looks like when it's done. I'd like you to call me sometimes and just chat with me. Everything's on the ups for me, I mean, the initial shock of things kind of had me a little anxious and things like that, and a little rough. But yeah. So this is, yeah, just to say, like, hey, come around. Like, I don't want no contact between us. But I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna bug you, and I'm not gonna chase you. It's not because I don't care. And when I'm silent, it's not because I don't want to talk to you. Or when I go a day without talking to you, it's not because I don't want to. It's just because I'm letting you do what you want to do. So, yeah, this is me right here again. Like, this is Ryan. And I don't know, maybe we could still go to the fair. Maybe we could, not be strangers. So, yeah, I don't think there's anything else. But I just making this because I felt bad, about some of like, I don't like talking like that. I don't like being so clinical with you. I don't like talking about giving you space in my life and making it seem like when I'm literally not trying to convey a threat or something, like taking that away or something. Of course, it's in response to how I feel that you've been acting, but it's like, God, if I can just try to interject and turn this around and maybe reassure you somehow, or counter whatever kinds of stuff you're thinking, like, you absolutely can move forward in your life and keep me in your life, and I can do the same. And I would just much rather prefer that than where this is like headed. Don't have to talk about anything. Whatever's happened, it's just happened. Not just, not talking about before the breakup, but it's like I'm not that hung up about it. It is what it is. So just, get in touch with me. That's why I'm sharing my skate clip with you the other day. Like, it's, sorry if it's mixed signals. I mean, I'm not trying to like ignore you or whatever. So of course I'm going to send you a video of me skating, because I want you to know like what I'm doing, how I'm doing. I want you to be excited for me. I mean, just stuff like that. And I want to do the same for you. I'm not a hater. I'm not your hater. I've been at points, and I'm sorry. And it's because alcohol makes people jerks. And I think we both know that that's true. So it's like, but I'm your biggest fan, 100%. Not like literally biggest, I'm sure your parents they know you and all that kind of stuff, but you know what I mean. I suck at this crap. This is really hard for me to do. I wish I was more eloquent or poetic. I wish I was like Shakespeare or something, but but yeah, I just don't want us to lose each other. And I don't want you to push me out or push me away. And I'm not trying to push you away or like make your brain feel unsafe or whatever kind of stuff that you do, it's like, yeah. Anyway, this is 25 minutes long, but I just hope that maybe there's something in here you can take from to just feel okay with communicating with me. And yeah, whenever you get your stuff, like if you just want to be in and out, that's fine or whatever have you. I was just bringing that message up the other day because it's like, hey, I'm just trying to turn this around. I'm trying to turn this boat around somehow. Not back to what we had, you know, but away from being strangers. And, you can reach out whenever you want to. I'm not going to, obviously, like, I'm not really trying to message you beyond this and stuff. Like, I just like you to come get your stuff. And whenever you get your stuff, you get your stuff. And, like, the ball's in your court kind of thing. It's like, I'm not going to make plans, not in a crappy way, but it's like, if you want to, like, hey, would you like to do something? I'll be like, hey, cool. And then maybe we can do the stick and poke thing, or maybe we still can do the fair and stuff, and just keep in touch in between. I want you to know about my life. I want you to, be a part of it, and I want to be a part of your life. I just don't want us to fizzle out like this into absolutely nothing. It's just, we really have so much more than that. Even though it got really buried. And like I said, we both lost, It's rough. But yeah, this is near 30 minutes. I'm going to have to upload this to YouTube because I can't send this to Instagram. So I will hop off here. Hopefully you stuck with this and it made any kind of sense. But yeah, I'm safe. I'm not going to fuck you up. And I miss you in my life, and I just hope that you remember sometime, like, when you're thinking about stuff, like, that I genuinely do care about you, that I've proven that kind of stuff since we split, with the idea of when I said that, it shows what people mean to each other, and you got freedom, you got your independence, I got my freedom, I got my independence, but it'd just be such a shame if we just didn't have each other in our lives. And I don't want to, I don't want you to push me away, and I don't want to listen to the part of my stupid brain that's telling me to run. Now it's my turn to run or something. It's just like, no, dude, shut up. But anyway, I'm just rambling. I will let this end. So, yeah, just, balls in your court. Reach out to me, call me sometime, message me. I'm not going to hound you. I'm just trying here, I'm trying to keep choosing, to keep, doing me and doing both. So I'll have some more news for you sometime, and you can just check in if you want, and maybe we can just do some stuff, Let me know if you want to see my hair. I don't know. That'll be funny. I'm doing it this Friday, so yeah. Anyway, all right, about 30 minutes. I gotta go. Bye.